Oops, sorry. Grab that. See, I'm grabbing the inside, which I don't want to do. I can crop it this way or that way, but again, I don't want to do that. I just want to drop it this in here and show you how to do. Make sure we're still recording. Okay, I've got it. There we go. Okay, sorry. I'm not grabbing the correct. See how we have the inside and then we have the outside, and they're not lined up together? So I've got to get that lined up. There we go. Okay, now it's cropped appropriately. I'm going to move this to this left column here. I'm going to drag this to the edge of the right column. And I don't know if I have snap to grids on, but I could have it by finding it up here. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're going to slide this right up in here. Okay? And now we're going to turn text wrap on. So we come up here to Window. These three columns are connected, and we're going to tell this photo to push away the text around it. So we're going to come up here to Object. We are going to do, we're going to come up here to Window, and we are going to go to Text Wrap, and that's going to pop up this little window. And this shows different ways of wrapping the text. Right now it's on nothing, and then right now we're going to go around the bounding box or around the object shape. The bounding box, well, one is brown and one is blue, and they do different things. So I'm just going to click on this one, and that's not the right one I want because that's the brown box, which is the actual shape. And so we are going to do this one right here, and notice how it pushed the text away. See how there's no text anymore? Okay, so it just pushed that. So that's how you do a text wrap. Okay, any questions on that so far? And then I'm going to show you one other little trick in InDesign.
Real quick,
yeah.
Show how to make the columns.
Yeah, the three columns were made at the beginning, or you can do it with any text shape. I'm sorry, they weren't made at the beginning. Okay, we can do it right there, and then we went up right up here under the paragraph command. Oh, it's way over here too. See it right here? Boom, 1, 2, 3. So I could take this, if I wanted to, let's say for the heck of it, I wanted to do, to drag this all the way across the column and do like more columns. I could drag that, but that's really huge, so I want to go back up here and go to 4 columns. I could do that and then fill that out. Okay? Any other questions on this before I go to how to do a photo wrap? Text. It's right up here under Window, Text Wrap. And then you select which one. And you also can say, and we'll see that in a minute. We're going to do another text wrap. Any other questions on this? Okay, so that's other than the puppy love kind of just, that's like a B. That this headline is not doing anything really for me. Everything else looks pretty good. It's not super creative, but it works. Okay, it doesn't have a huge spread. Let me pause this again. Okay, so now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do a one-page document this time. You can set up your columns here as well. So I'm going to set this up as 3 columns. For the grid, I did that before. Okay, that's the grid, not the actual. All right, so here's our page here. And now we're going to take our puppy and we're going to drop him in right over here, and we're going to wrap around him. I'm going to kind of make a department page. Okay, so I'm going to drop him in here, Shift Command grab, and I'll make him the appropriate size, and I'm just going to tuck him down here into the right-hand corner, kind of like that, filling up 2 columns. Okay. I'm going to do this kind of backwards right now. Instead of the text first, I'm going to show how to do now he's still a little bit small, so we're going to go like that. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the text go through this column and then wrap around him just a little bit. Now you can do this in Photoshop and set it up better with your clipping paths, but you can do this in here as well. So first of all, I'm going to drop the text in. And again, I'm going to make my text go across just to keep it simple. Well, I'm going to go across 3 columns, even though that's going to be a pain, and you'll see why. So I'll go across three columns. Then I'm going to do drop my text in with insert placeholder text. I'm not going to worry about resizing it right now because I'm going to come over here and change it to 3 columns. Okay, and then I am going to reduce the size of the text because that's just way too big, and it'll make it more. I'll end up with more rivers. So I'll fill with placeholder text. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap around the puppy, and to do that, we need to get the puppy selected. So I'm going to select him right there, and I'm going to go up into Object. And I'm going to go up into clipping path. And this creates a clipping path around it. So we're going to say direct edges. And then we are going to hit preview. And there we have the clipping path around him. And you can, like, I'm going to make it so there's less points. So I'm going to click up the tolerance. And then I'm going to mess with the threshold here, and that shows you how far into the white we're going. So I want that. So then we're going to hit OK. All right. So now we have a clipping path around it. Now we're going to go to text wrap, and we're going to do this, and that's around the bounding box, which we don't want, and we want it around the actual puppy. Okay. And now I can click in here. I can say how many inches around should the layout be, and see how it pushes the text out more. And again, you want to have lots of space there. So we're going to move this back over here, and see, then you got all this junk going on over here. So I'm only going to worry about 1 column. So I'm sorry, 2 columns. So I'll drag that over there, reduce it to 2, and again, a little bit of this goes a long way. We got a nice simple, okay. That kind of looks okay. So then we come up here and we get back out of preview mode. Sorry. And I would drop and put a column head right here. You know, solving your puppy's flea and tick problem. Okay. Boldface that. Put a byline in here, right there, and maybe put some type of a department icon there. Okay. Okay, so this project